Hi everyone, my name is Alison and I work at the Augsburg Park Library in Richfield. Thank you for joining me today for Yoga Storytime. There are many benefits to practicing yoga, especially for kids, and there are a lot of great reasons to practice yoga now considering this current state of the world. Maybe you've been feeling bored or frustrated a lot lately. Maybe you've been daydreaming about all the things you wish you could be doing right now but can't. Yoga can help us manage these feelings. It can provide us with a sense of calm, and it helps us practice mindfulness, which means paying attention to what is going on right now. During today's story time, we'll do a couple of warm-up exercises that will help us get grounded and ready for listening. We'll read a book, and then we will go back through the book and practice some yoga poses that are inspired by the characters and events in the story. All right, before we get started, just a quick reminder that you can pause this video at any time if needed. And with that, let's start with our first warm-up exercise. This is going to be a listening exercise. So get in a comfortable seat. It can be crisscross applesauce or whatever works best for you, but make sure you're comfortable. And I want you to be as quiet as you can be. All right, you're going to be really, really quiet. I'm going to ring this chime. You're going to close your eyes, and I want you to listen to the sound of the chime for as long as you can. It's going to get quieter and quieter, but I want you to listen for as long as you can. See how long you can still hear the sound of the chime. Okay? So close your eyes. Make sure you're quiet. Here we go. All right. A couple of questions that you can discuss with anyone who's with you right now. Was it easy or hard to be quiet and listen to just that one sound? Maybe some of you thought it was really easy. Maybe some of you thought it was really hard. Did you find that you got distracted while listening to the bell? Maybe there are other sounds going on around you that made you lose focus. What other sounds could you hear besides the bell? And how did it feel in your body to be still and just listen to that one sound? All right, our next exercise is a breathing exercise, and this is mindful breathing. So I want you to sit with your bottom on your heels. Sit up straight. Pretend like there is a string coming out of the top of your head and someone's pulling on it. So we're not going to be all slumped over like this. We're going to sit up straight. Chin slightly tucked so our neck is straight. Shoulders are down, not hunched up. Down and relaxed. Hands on your knees. And suck in your belly just ever so slightly, and that'll help us protect our back. Now, when I expand the sphere, we're going to breathe in through our nose like this. And when I retract the sphere, we're going to breathe out through our nose like this. All right, let's practice that 3 times. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. One more time. All right. We're going to breathe in and out one more time, but this time we're going to breathe out with lion's breath. So I'll do it first so you can watch me, and then we'll do it together. So again, we'll breathe in through the nose But this time when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out through our mouth. We're going to close our eyes, stick out our tongue, and make a lot of noise like this. All right, this is called lion's breath. So let's try it together. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out with lion's breath. Good job, everyone. The book we're reading today is called There's Nothing to Do. And this is by Dev Petty. All right, maybe you've been feeling like there's nothing to do lately, right? So I think this is a very appropriate book for this time. I don't know what to do today. You can't think of anything? Well, I can think of lots of things, but I don't want to do any of them. Hey, want to go for a swim? No, too wet. Play? With what? Look at all those toys. What's Pig doing? Probably something boring. Well, then clean your room. I just did. Does Frog's room look clean to you? I don't think so. The frog says, I'll go see if my friends have any better ideas. Rabbit, what should we do today? Hop around in circles and then stare off into space like this. Ugh, this is even less fun than it looks, says Frog. Cat, there's just nothing to do. Well then, you should lick between your toes for a while. Ew. Well, you know a better way to clean between your toes. I'd like to hear about it. How about with soap and a washcloth, huh? Owl, I don't know what to do. Do you have any ideas? Sure. First find a nice spot. And sleep until it's dark. And wake up. And that's it. Well, who wants to spend the whole day sleeping? I do. Good night. Pig, I can't find anything to do. Have you tried sniffing around in the dirt? Why would I do that? Said Frog. Well, if you have to ask, I can't explain it to you, says Pig. Well, wait, I know. Let's take a look at my trusty list. And the list says, Pig's fantastic list of things to do when he doesn't know what to do. Let's see what's on this list, shall we? Continued. Number 1, build model of Eiffel Tower. Check. Number 2, hum for 3 hours without stopping once. Oh, that'd be hard. Number 3, stare at the wall. Check. Number 4, try not to think about squirrels or their fluffy tails. Number 5, wake owl. Oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Number 6, spin around until dizzy. But Frog says, Pig, I'm not sure this list qualifies as fantastic. What's the matter? The day is almost over and I didn't do anything. Well, why do you have to do anything? Just be. Watch clouds go by. Think about stuff. Then put do nothing on your to-do list and check it off. Sometimes the best ideas come when you stop looking for them. Really? Well, sure. Let's try it. Okay. Take a deep breath and empty your mind. Oh, it's empty, all right. Be one with the universe. One with the universe. Check. Now, wait. Waiting. I've got it. I have a great idea. Wonderful. Glad I could help. Sit with me for a minute. So, what did you do all day? Nothing. And you know what? It was great. I came up with the best idea of what to do tomorrow. You have school tomorrow. Oh, but I can't go to school. I've got nothing to do. And that is There's Nothing to Do by Dev Petty. All right, let's practice some yoga poses. The first pose we are going to do is frog pose because our main character is a frog. All right, there are a lot of ways to get into this pose, but we're going to start by standing up. You won't be able to see my head for a minute, but that's okay. Bring your feet out wide like this, toes pointed out. Bring your hands together like this and come down. Squat down. Try to keep your heels on the ground. Hands together, press them together. Use your elbows to press your knees apart and try to keep your back straight up like this. And we're going to hold this for 3 counts. So this is frog pose or malasana. Okay, this is a good hip stretch. Hip opener, I should say. All right, the next pose we are going to do is inspired by Frog's friend Frog, who says, want to go for a swim. So we're going to do a swimming pose. We're going to lay down on our bellies. And I don't have much room here. Hopefully you have more room. And this is a variation of locust pose. So we're going to start swimming with our feet and swimming with our arms. Pretend like you're swimming through water. Okay. The next pose is inspired by Peg, who is building this scale model Eiffel Tower out of popsicle sticks. So we're going to do Eiffel Tower pose, which is a made up pose. You are going to stand up on your feet. I'm going to stay down on my knees so that you can see what I'm doing. Otherwise I'm too tall for the camera. So stand up on your feet. Bring your arms up over your head like this. This is extended mountain pose. And then we're going to stretch our arms up and reach over to one side. This is standing standing crescent moon over to one side, and then up, and then stretch over to the other side. Get a good side body stretch here. And back up and bring your hands down. The next friend that Frog goes to for advice, or for, I should say, suggestions on what to do, is rabbit. So we're going to do rabbit pose. I want you to sit with your bottom on your heels. Take your hands and grab the bottom of your heels like this on both sides, and then sit back up. And then you're going to curl your neck and head down until your head touches the floor. Get a good grip on your heels and then roll further back on your head, pulling your heels, getting a good stretch in your upper back and shoulders. This is called rabbit. And then we'll slowly sit back and roll up for rabbit pose. Rabbit is staring off into space, and that looks a lot like seated forward fold. So seated forward fold, you're going to put your legs straight out in front of you. Make sure that your toes are pointed back this way. Okay, so we're getting a good stretch here. And then you're going to reach as far forward as you can and then grab hold of something. It could be your toes, it could be your ankles, whatever works best for you. I'm going to face this way now. So we're going to do that and then stare off into space. kind of silly, doesn't it? All right, good job. Next, after rabbit, frog comes along, cat. So we're going to do cat, and we're going to pair it with cow, because cat and cow usually go hand in hand. Get into tabletop pose, which is hands and knees. And then, so you can see me. For cow, we start with cow. Tilt your bottom up and then look up. Shine your heart forward and let your belly drop down. All right, as you breathe in. And then we're gonna transition into cat. So tilt your tailbone down. Look your neck. Curl your neck in, look toward your belly, and arch your back like a cat would. Okay? And we're going to do that 3 times. So breathe in to cow pose. Breathe out into cat. Cow. And cat. One more time, cow. And cat. Okay. After cat, frog visits owl. And we're going to do seated twists, because we're kind of like an owl twisting its head one way or the other. So sit crisscross applesauce with your right leg in front, and then take your left hand and put it behind you on the floor. Strike that right hand behind you on the floor. So right leg in front, right hand behind. Take your left hand on your right knee and then slowly twist your right like an owl twisting its head. And then slowly come back. Put the other leg in front. Whichever leg you have in front, put that hand behind you. Take the opposite hand on that knee, straighten your back, and twist in the other direction. And then slowly come back. After owl, we have pig. Now there is no pig pose in yoga, but we're going to do something called happy baby and pretend we are a pig rolling around in the dirt. So lay down on your back, bring your legs up, grab onto the insides of your feet, face the bottom of your feet up toward the ceiling. Make sure your low back is on the ground, and then just rock back and forth, pretending like you are a happy pig rolling in the warm mud. All right, come back on up to a seated position. Our last pose is inspired by this character who says, take a deep breath, empty your mind, be one with the universe. So we are going to empty our mind. This is easy pose with yoga mudra. The yoga mudra is basically a pose with your hands. So what we're going to do, make the OK sign with both hands and lay them face up on your knees. And this is called the consciousness seal. And this is supposed to help us calm our mind and brighten the overall mood, which I think we could all use some help with right now. So sit up straight, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and just breathe in and out quietly 3 times. found that as calming as I did. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga Storytime today. We are going to end with a saying that I like to end all the Yoga Storytimes with. So put your hands together like this. Bring your thumbs up to between your eyebrows and repeat after me. Say, peace on my mind. And then lower your thumbs to your lips and say, peace on my lips. And then lower your hands to your heart and say, peace in my heart. All right, namaste.